G'day everyone, Professor Maple here. We're back in Maple's World, here for episode 76. And we've done lots of things. We're going to do some more things and maybe even craft some things. This episode I want to dedicate at least part of it to the crafter. But I also, before we get into that, I want to talk about all these shulker boxes here. So I've been busy since last episode and the episode before that even. I mined out an entire trial chamber. I mined out all the tough bricks, there was powder snow in the one that I mined out. I've got all the copper. I've got all these like miscellaneous like drops and dispenser contents and decorated pots and beds and things. I've got a lot of stuff from that. It's 62 shulkers worth of stuff. And that's from mine. Some of them are a little bigger, some are a little smaller. Some have more unstackable things like the powder snow that we have here, and some of them have none at all. So it's just how that worked out. But anyway, so yeah, we've done that. I'll throw it up on the screen there. While I was doing that, I also got there's an advancement for shooting one of the breeze balls back at the breeze when it fires them, and having the breeze die in that instance. And so I did that, and then I'll throw the screenshots up as well for what it, because I don't really want to go back there unless we've got a project that needs like no mob spawns, or maybe a breeze farm would be an interesting thought. But yeah, we've got a hole in the ground that just won't spawn mobs now. It's a big square hole. It's got kind of folds on itself and stuff. But yeah, that's what we've got for if we ever need it later. But I think what we'll do here is we'll get into our first have I achieved one of those of the episode. I don't know if we'll have another one. I don't know why I said first. It might be the only one. But we'll get into have I achieved one of those, in which case all I have to do is press this button. Congrats, crafters crafting crafters. Yeah, I had stuff to make a crafter in this crafter, and all I had to do was power it. So crafters are interesting. Chances are you've seen this before because there are other more prominent servers and worlds that have the crafter already introduced to people in it. But in case you don't know, you just put your raw materials in the crafting grid like normal, or you hopper them in. You can hopper them into the crafting grid, and you power the crafter, and it will craft the thing as long as the order of which the things are in here is a crafting recipe. So you can't grab things out of this slot here that things will come out of. It's just if you power it that you can get the crafted material out. And then as you saw, it spits it out like it won't do it if it doesn't have anything crafted, but it spits it out because it's an expensive recipe. It's a dropper and a crafting table and some iron and redstone, and then you can automate things. But yeah, we're gonna grab this. I think a pickaxe is the right tool for it anyway. And we're gonna go. And I've got last episode was the world tour. I mentioned that we had a couple places that could really use the crafter. I don't think we'll get to the witch farm today, but we might. I don't know. I doubt it. But I want to do some of the simpler stuff like the skeleton farm and the guardian farm. So we'll head over to, I guess the skeleton farm is closer. and we'll get that started. All right, the skeleton farm. Here we go. Yeah, so we've got our storage for bones and bones and bones and bones and bones and bones and not bones. And what I want to do is craft the bones into bone meal. Maybe not the first row, but the middle row, we'll craft into bone meal, which means we'll probably have to take out this crafting table and the surrounding area. And then we've got to make the bone meal into bone blocks and then have a storage spot for that. So I'm gonna tear out some space here, and then we're gonna go to the redstone test world and see what I have cooking over there for this. So we are in the test world here, and I did have a failed attempt. I tried to design an auto crafting unit that was a bit more vertical than anything else, and it just I don't know how to make redstone vertical too well, so that didn't go well. And then when I got to this, because again I've been watching people on other series make crafting units already. I don't know if these are original designs here, or if this is something that like it's just cryptomnesia where I've saw it, forgot I saw it, and then thought it was an original idea again. So I don't know it. If these have already been designed this way, then it's either Exumavoid or Tango Tech that have designed them. But if not, then that opens opportunity. But for now, let's just get into what's going on here. So for this first design, which it's a they're both 4 deep, but this one's 6 wide, and then it goes underneath a bit. We've got our crafter, which has input there from the back, and then the output is this chest here. It's prismarine, but it's all the same idea because it's one resource being made into a bunch of the same resource being made into one block sort of thing. So it's the concept for bone meal and bone blocks is going to be basically the same. It's just a matter of how many of these slots we toggle to craft the thing. And so basically, in order to detect when this barrel is full, because we need to stop crafting at that point. We can't craft more and then they fly out everywhere, and that's just no good. So we have that fullness being read by this comparator and compared to the fullness of this barrel here. And when they are equal, they'll send a signal to this repeater, which goes to this block, which goes to basically the hopper feeding it. So the hopper gets locked when the barrel in the front, the output barrel, is full. And when it's not full, basically what happens is it unlocks and this timing circuit takes over. So we compare the inventory of the crafter that we're using to the inventory of this crafter, which is all the slots are toggled, so it's full. It's giving a 9 signal strength. So when this has a 9 signal strength, it's basically the same as the other side, where we take the output and huck it into there's a redstone torch there powering the crafter from underneath, and then it makes more blocks. Not very quickly, but it does. So just to turn that off, I'll put that away. And then over here, I made it a 4x4 design, which is a bit more compact, thankfully. But basically for the timing circuit, I just have this observer clock, and then this target block means we don't have to put a like a repeater back here or something to direct the power. Meaning it can be more compact. But yeah, we're basically doing the same thing on the side of the fullness detection. We've got full inventory here. If we take something out, it starts crafting like mad because observer clocks are super fast. And even though it's a bigger recipe, oh, it's been filling over time, so that'll slow down. There, yeah. Oh, and that didn't happen during my testing. I didn't have a couple blocks extra getting made, but I guess that makes sense um, for the speed at which the clock goes. The rest of the circuit can't keep up with it because there's delay and whatnot, which is fine. Honestly, at the rate I get bone meal and prismarine shards and all that stuff, I honestly I think this will do perfectly because being a lossless crafter is not priority 0 because it's stuff I get so easily. It's not that valuable. So yeah, let's go and build. We're gonna build this one because it's smaller in Maple's world. All right, and here it is. Here's the redstone pit. Yeah, I didn't want to really like move my item filters and stuff. So this is our solution to the having the crafter here. We've got an output chest here, which might not quite fill up, so we'll see how that goes. I might have to just put a barrel there and oop, and see how that goes instead. But yeah, I'm not sure if you noticed this. I might just turn the sound up here. But you hear that? The crafters are like, they're making a chuffing noise. As they get powered. And I think I've got an idea. We're gonna fiddle around with that and once we're done here. But yeah, I think now we can test this out. I'm gonna turn my sound back down though. And we can get the hoppers in here. See them craft some bone meal. And then craft some bone blocks, hopefully. Oh, wait. Oh, it's that's not good. Oh, that's also not good. I don't want white dye. Hold on. Okay, let's get this to fill in a bit here. Because I probably don't need the white dye for a little bit here. So I've got a, I did not foresee that as being an issue. And I should have. So maybe I take this one back to the drawing board. The Guardian farm is going to be simpler than this, but yeah, I have to make sure that fills up before letting it. So this hopper I think is going to be our. Or wait, no. How's that going to work here? I don't know how that's going to work. Cuz I think I misunderstood how this works. Which, you know, not a huge surprise, but at the same time, if it's not working the way it needs to work, then I'll come back to this. Anyway, let's go explore some things with the crafter that aren't this right now. here we are at the train station. Here we are on the roof. That's better. I'm not sure if you expected me to do this. But I'm gonna see if I can do it anyway. We need 3 blocks here. 1, 2, 3. What's behind this? Nothing? Oh, we've got enough room behind the smokestack here. That's perfect. So I want to, before those blocks despawn, get out a crafter. I've crafted a stack of them just in case. I don't know how much I'll use them, but I shouldn't run out in the near future. And then we can, let's see, the chuffing noise comes from the front of the engine. So we'll do that. And then we will try and do that. Nope. That. And that. And we get the subtle chuffing noise, which I'm hoping is loud enough that when we're quiet, we can hear it from outside the train. Nope, just my stomach. Well, it's not like the train's running, so I like it's not like moving. So it making a chuffing noise that can be heard from closer to the engine makes sense. So I think I'm happy with that. All right, now let's go see what the Guardian Farm has for us. It never gets old. It never gets old. The sound of guardians in the farm. It gets loud, but it doesn't get old. Yeah. So basically what we've got here is we've got some hoppers that'll fill up with prismarine from these chests here. Going downstairs. Yes, there's now a downstairs. I had to install some overflow protection for after the years of breaking these item sorters by not having it. And so now we've got some overflow protection here. If we flick that lever, you can hear items being dropped onto a cactus down below. The same is going to happen on this side too. In this case, we've got our lovely crafters with our really quick circuit going in here. I'm pretty sure this circuit works as long as it doesn't start with anything in it when it first gets turned on. So hopefully this will work. I want to see this thing start up. Oh, yep, that was a crafting. Yep, okay, good. That one's making the bricks. Good. That's what we want. And I don't think, because the way this fills up, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I don't think this will end up making prismarine blocks by mistake. It'll always make the brick blocks because before it hits this square, it'll insert a shard into here, this slot here, and that invalidates this square as a crafting recipe, which is super handy. So that's good. That's good. I like that. That's slowly filling up. I haven't done much decorating here yet because I want the crafters to do most of the heavy lifting on the crafting part of it. So the materials I have are just kind of like to get an idea of what I'm doing here in terms of layout and whatnot. But yeah, we can install this hopper here, And that should get this crafter going about twice as fast. Why are you not crafting? Oh, it's just... Oh, I forgot to fill this hopper. Or this barrel. I forgot to fill the barrel. That's embarrassing. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Had everything in place except for the contents of that barrel, which get rid. Yeah, okay, so now we should get lots of prismarine blocks here, lots of prismarine bricks here, fewer per minute than that, but still should be good. Got a bit of a backup here, so that's fine. But yeah, this works for single ingredient crafting. And it works for single stage crafting, but I think, well, I'll have to finish this area up after all our blocks are crafted. But I think I've figured out a way to fix the skeleton spawner. Okay, so I ran out of bones while testing, but if we just put some in there to try this out, you'll see that we have some hoppers to make sure that we have overflow protection for the bone meal crafting. And then for the bone block crafting. Oh no, that's not working. We need some overflow. So I have to wait for that to get up to about a stack and then throw the lever till the stack is crafted and then throw the lever again when we've run out. That's the best solution I've got so far. But yeah, it's better than nothing. It's still not what I thought I was going to have, but at the same time we can't really, like, with this setup, do anything where we just craft as it comes in because of the white dye issue. So yeah, that's my solution so far. I think I'll come back to this later, but oop, spontaneous fire. There's lava nearby. But I don't want it burning my target blocks or my barrels. So we're gonna leave this here before it starts to cause issues again. All right, there we go. So we've got a full barrel of prismarine blocks here. All we had to do was wait and dispatch a few of the spiky cyclops fish up top. And yeah, so because this is full, the redstone's on, meaning this timing circuit is just locked. So yeah, if we take what we need out of it, it starts crafting more right away, and that is perfect for what I need it for. I'm gonna finish this kind of between episodes, this hallway, but this is what we've got so far. And yeah, I hope you had a good time watching this. Have a good now, have a good later, and we'll see you next time for more of... Actually, it's probably going to be more of the Animal Crossing Island project again, now that we're pretty much done with the major features of 1.21. We can go back to what we were doing before. So yeah, have a good now, have a good later, and we'll see you next time for more of whatever the heck we get up to. Goodbye!